Okay, so we got to a place with the water pour method where we were heating a dark black sand that was almost like asphalt. We've been grinding on it. We're going, but we're going only about a meter and a half a day, and using a lot of force and bending a lot of equipment doing it. So we decided to try to switch back to the Water for All International method and to see if with the jetting type technology we can cut through this sand, asphalt type material. It's water bearing, it's recharging, but again we're at a place where at least 700 people are depending on one well, so we want to make sure we can go down at least 6-7 meters into a water table before calling it. So we're going to try this afternoon and maybe all day tomorrow with Terry Waller's technique to see what happens. Okay, so we started the Water for All International method, try to get through this layer, and then I was reminded why we stopped using the Water for All method. It's because the pieces break off in the hole. So we went for about 15 minutes pounding on the sand, and then our bit broke off, and thankfully we were able to pull it back out. But it's a good reason why we truly believe God brought Water 4 to us with the auger method instead. We're going to keep working. We're right at 12 meters. Let's see if we can get through the rest of the day. Put in the pipe, gravel, put a cement layer to protect the water table, and then I think we're going to call it. It's not as deep as we wanted it, but it'll give them some water. Okay, it is day 6 in Kovie. We are on our second well, and we've spent the night here every night. It's kind of a change. It's something we wanted to do since we arrived and hadn't really done yet. So we call it kind of kicking it old school, missionary style. It's how the old guys used to do it. Now we modern missionaries have become a little too modern. We like our comforts, and we use our truck to take us to a hotel instead of spending nights in villages. So we've been wanting to make that change and decided to make it on this trip. So this has been our 6th night. We'll spend 7 nights here while drilling the well. And we've been staying, we started out camping and quickly got shifted to a house. And we've been staying with a great family, and we've gotten to know them, learned some Kovie, their tribal language, and really bonded with them. We're planning on coming back and staying with them again, and hopefully seeing if we can develop relationships that lead to Bible studies, spiritual conversations, and things that continue to glorify God.
One of the things that's been really fun for me to be a part of is the family life here in the village. The mom here is really cool. She's very friendly and giggles every time we try and use Kovie. And then I get to cook too, because we can't eat the water, drink the water. So I've been able to cook every night how they cook, which is fun for a week, but I imagine doing it every day would get kind of tiring. Sorry, go ahead.
So we get to take bucket showers every night. They give us their precious water to let us bathe with, and so we get to take moonlight showers.
Which sometimes is not as romantic as it sounds.
But tonight it was pretty cool. Yeah, it's just been good. It's been good to know them on a deeper level than we would have if we were just coming and going.
Right.
It's night 6. Oh, and when I say kicking it old school, you can hear that buzzing sound. Of course, the guy we're staying with does have a little generator. He watches bootleg movies on every night. So I don't know if we can call that old school, but
we're gonna try.
We're still in a hut, so hey, we're gonna try. Thanks.
Remember when I was young and hungry, I could take it in without much.
One of those moments that you hate to arrive at as a aid worker, or someone trying to serve, I guess in any position. We were putting the tube in last night for the casing, and I've never ever seen this happened, the guys, everybody rushed in, which has been kind of a problem at this job, to put the tubing in, and people were kind of chunking it with their hands as it went down. So we applied the glue, and every other time the teams had just let it slide in the bottom of the hole. But this group needs water so bad, their excitement level gets so high that they've stopped thinking sometimes, and that chunking of the tube, I think, made our bottom filter level come loose and fall to the bottom. And so when we felt it slip, we thought it was the second piece of pipe and not the first, so we thought we had it realigned, but I don't think we did. So when we got here this morning to try to wash and start the development process, the development piece wouldn't slide down in it past 8 meters, which means the 4 meter pipe is either collapsed or it's come off and no longer lined up with the casing. So these people work so hard, and we want to try to save this well. So we're using the small auger to go down the outside of the casing. We're going to try to do that on 4 sides of it, and then see if we can lift the at least 8 meters up out of the ground, and then see if we can use a small auger to auger around the filter casing that came loose and pull it out too, and that way not to lose any of the work we've done. But it's hard. People have worked hard, and it's hard for me to feel like people have trusted us and stuff came apart. So it's a lesson that I'll learn, and hopefully a hard one they won't have to learn. It's day 7, Kovie well 2. We didn't know what was going to happen today because our pipe had come loose. We ended up being able to winch out over 4 meters of the section. Then we still had 8 still on the ground. So we've been chipping away with our augers all day on our casing, pulling them out. So we're going back down. We're at 9 meters on the first day. We're set up to do a second location, but the crew has just been relentless. They're completely willing to work, completely willing to start over if we need to, but they've maintained a great attitude. They've just been encouraging. Grace and I have just been in prayer all day. God keeps a small miracle at a time every time we pull something out of the ground. We're just really happy, and we hope that tomorrow maybe we can make some more progress and start the development process.
Today, God performed a miracle. We had lost our 12-meter well that we had dug because the filter came apart from the rest of the casing. And so yesterday when we went to finish it and cement it all in, we discovered that as we were developing it, the clapping valve wouldn't go all the way down, and that's when we figured out that the filter was ajar. So yesterday we started trying to lift the rest of the pipe out, and we got the first section of 4 meter pipe out. Was it 4 meters? Okay, good. Started. We had the first section of 4 meter pipe out, and then we started augering and trying to bust into little pieces the filter casing and the second 4 meter piece. So we did that yesterday, and then today we were able to go down all the way down to 12 meters and set the new casing and the new filter, and tomorrow we will cement it and be done. So it seems like there are some spiritual forces trying to stop this well from happening and keeping these people oppressed, and God just won't have it.
Amen, hallelujah.